Welcome to the Explainer. Do you ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels? You know, you're busy all day, but at the end of it, you're not really sure what you accomplished? Well, you are in the right place. Today, we are diving deep into Gary Keller's The One Thing, and we're going to uncover the simple truth behind getting absolutely extraordinary results.
You know, this old proverb just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures this huge challenge we all face, being pulled in a million different directions at once. We think we can do it all. We think we can juggle everything. But the hard truth is, when our focus is split, we usually end up empty-handed.
So, to find the real path to getting amazing things done, we first have to talk about the lies. These are the common ideas about success we've all been told over and over. The things that sound true, that feel right, but are actually the very things holding us back.
Yeah, we are just surrounded by these kinds of myths. They're plausible, right? They make for good motivational posters, and we often build our entire work lives around them. But the reality is, they're leading us completely astray. Okay, so let's get into the first big one. Maybe the biggest lie of them all. The idea that every single task on our to-do list is created equal. That success is just about getting more stuff done. I mean, this is the exact mindset that keeps us busy, but not productive.
This is what high achievers really get. It's their secret sauce. They just do not treat every task the same. They operate with this crystal clear sense of priority, and they let that one most important thing drive their entire day, their week, their life.
So the goal here is to completely transform that long, overwhelming to-do list into a short, focused success list. Think about it. A to-do list is just a directory of everything you could possibly do. But a success list, that's a directive. It's focused only on what you absolutely should do to win.
And this idea is backed up by a surprisingly predictable law of the universe, often called the 80-20 principle. It was first spotted by an economist named Vilfredo Pareto. He noticed that something like 80% of the land in Italy was owned by just 20% of the people. And it turns out this principle of imbalance applies to pretty much everything.
This imbalance is absolutely key. A vital few of your actions will always create the vast majority of your results. So your job, your only job really, is to find that critical 20% of your effort that's going to deliver 80% of the goods.
But don't just stop there. No, this is where it gets really powerful. You have to keep drilling down. You take that top 20% and you ask, okay, what's the 20% of this? It's about getting radically focused until you're left with the single most critical action you can take.
It's really just a process of elimination. You start with, say, 25 priorities. You narrow that down to the 5 that really matter. And then you focus on those 5 relentlessly until you find the one that's going to make the biggest impact. That is how you find your one thing.
All right, let's move on to the next big lie. And oh boy, this one has become like a badge of honor in our culture. We praise it, we put it on our resumes, but multitasking is one of the biggest productivity killers that exists. I mean, how perfect is that quote? The truth is, multitasking just makes us way less efficient and way more prone to errors. We feel like we're being super productive, right? Juggling all the balls. But what we're actually doing is just creating more chances to mess things up.
So here's what's really going on in our brains. It's not multitasking, it's something called task switching. Our brains literally cannot focus on 2 complex things at once. We're just bouncing back and forth between them, and every single switch costs us precious time and focus. It's like trying to have 2 different important conversations at once. You're just gonna miss key parts of both.
And this image shows you exactly where the damage is done. Every time you get interrupted, your brain has to switch, then reorient itself to the new task, and then switch back and reorient again. That reorient phase, that's where your productivity goes to die. A single focused block of work avoids all of that waste.
So how much does this really cost us? Get this. Researchers estimate that the average person loses up to 28% of their workday to the ineffectiveness of multitasking. 28%. That is more than a full day of work lost every single week. And the fallout is huge. It's not just professional. It bleeds into our personal lives, right? It affects our health, our relationships. I mean, think about it. When you're only half present with the people you care about because you're also checking your phone, you're chipping away at those connections.
Okay, so we've debunked the lies. If treating everything as equal is a lie, and multitasking is a lie, then what's the truth? Well, it's a beautifully simple, powerful idea. Extraordinary results happen sequentially, not simultaneously. You do one thing and then the next thing.
And this quote right here sets the stage for what is, I think, the most powerful metaphor for success in the entire book. It's not about making one giant leap, it's about starting a chain reaction.
This is the key. You have to do the right thing first, and then the next right thing, and you build momentum over time. Success is built one step at a time, one domino at a time. The 10th domino can't fall until the first 9 are already down.
Okay, and this is where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. A physicist named Lauren Whitehead discovered that a single domino can knock over another domino that's about 50% larger. So the fall isn't just linear, it's a geometric progression of power. Your small first step can lead to a much, much bigger outcome.
Look at the incredible potential here. If you start with just a regular 2-inch domino, that geometric progression would create a chain reaction so powerful that the 57th domino would literally reach the moon. It's unbelievable, right? Your first, small, correct action, your lead domino, can set in motion something that achieves unimaginable results. The key is just finding that first domino and giving it a little push.
So, how do we actually apply this? This is the final step, making it personal and finding your own lead domino. This is where all the theory turns into real-world, life-changing action.
Here's the thing. Life doesn't line up the dominoes for you. You have to do it yourself, every single day, by prioritizing relentlessly. You move from the long list of what you could do to the shorter list of what you should do until you land on the one thing you absolutely must do.
And this, right here, is the focusing question. Answering this question is the single most important thing you can do to get extraordinary results in any part of your life. It's the compass that points you directly to your lead domino. So, I'll leave you with that. What's yours?